Is anybody here? How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome everybody to the second trading day of the year 2024. It's January the 3rd, 2024, and the second trading day. Let me just mute that. I want to congratulate all of you viewers out there who are enjoying the pullback of the SPYs, the triple Qs, the Magnificent Seven have all been pulling back. Many of you on this channel are sitting here going, "Yeah, I knew it. You were right, Bruce. You were right. I followed you. I did some condor creating back in November, and the market started going up. So I rolled my calls forward, and the market kept going up. A couple weeks later, I rolled again. I followed you. I listened to you. I let the market tell me what to do. I did exactly what you have been preaching here. Let the market tell you what to do. Don't guess what the market's going to do. Don't feel what the market is going to do. Don't anticipate people's feelings. Okay, forget that crap. You're a casino, for crying out loud. You take the bettor's money and you let them tell you where they want to put the chips. They're the ones putting the chips on the table. You just have to adjust the odds in your favor. And you have done that again and again. And you've asked yourselves, am I doing the right thing? I'm losing my mind here. I got to send Bruce a private email. I got to ask him about this position. And you did. And I'm proud of you for that. And I responded to you folks on the air, privately, one-on-one sessions that we've had. And now we're going down. Look at that. The markets are going lower. Well. Isn't that interesting how that works? Stocks go up and stocks go down. Isn't it amazing how this works? And many of you are going, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot this part. That, yeah, after like 8-9 straight weeks of ups, of higher prices, you can actually have like a couple of days of dips. I haven't seen this in a while. Apple yesterday gave up 689. It's down 110 this morning. Is it falling off a cliff? No. But Apple is at least reflective of a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, reality. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The high of the year, 199.62 on Apple. And here we are sitting here at 184.57. So it's off $15 from its high. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. 7.5% from its all-time high. What was the talk 2-3 days ago when you had the weekend off? What was the talk all last week, the week before, the last 15 days of December? What was the talk? Apple. Remember? The number 4. The number 4 was the entire talk about Apple. What number 4? What are you talking about, Bruce? Number 4. $4 trillion market cap value for Apple. That was the entire talk. That's all analysts wanted to talk about. That's all the pundits wanted to talk about. All those market experts out there were guessing that Apple would reach $4 trillion of market capitalization. That's all it was. Was anyone talking about the slipping iPhone sales? Was anyone mentioning that for the last 6 quarters, Apple has not been meeting its sales numbers? No one's talking about that. Oh, no, because that's not sexy. That's not exciting. That's not feel-good stuff. There are people out there who want eyeballs to watch them so they can get ad money on their, podcasts or whatever they are into. The only way you're going to watch, and I'm not pointing at you, my viewers. I'm pointing at you out there, the world. Okay. The only way most of you are going to watch anything is if it has a happy Hollywood ending. You don't want to hear about crap. You don't want to hear bad news. You only want to hear good news. So when a friend of yours talks about a buddy of yours that you've known for years and years and years and tells you that the individual retired and got the new cabin in the wherever and is hunting and fishing, and you're happy. That's a great story. But when your friend says, then he got cancer and died, you don't want to hear that part. You don't want to know that story. What do you think about? Well, he had a good time while he was having a good time. Apple was supposed to be worth $4 trillion. No question about it. Well, that would put the stock at over 200 a share. And it's not happening. We're 184. Now, can it go to 4 trillion? Yes. Yes, it can. And it probably will reach a 4 trillion valuation. Guess what they're going to talk about after that? 5 trillion evaluation. And that's going to be the next topic for Apple. Because again, the analysts out there and the Wall Street shills, they don't want to talk to you about underperforming sales in certain divisions. They don't want to talk to you about underperformance of Apple's whatever product line and you name it. They don't want to talk to you about that, because if they talk to you about that, they're talking about a lower stock price. And if now they're talking about a lower stock price, we're talking about Wall Street money leaving Wall Street, and that can't happen. Wall Street cannot have money leaving Wall Street. That cannot happen. Too many private jets and villas around the world, too many tickets to the Super Bowl are on the line, too many tickets to the Masters events, too many of these corporate tent passes for all these other sporting events. We can't have that. Oh, no. We must have lots of capital coming into Wall Street so that Wall Street can take its sliver of money off the top of the action and keep the game going, because the biggest casino in the world is Wall Street. That's the biggest casino there is. And I'm trying to get you guys to become miniature museum casinos to take your pound of flesh off the street too. Which brings me to a stock known as Sofi, where there's an opportunity available here for some of you today if you're quick enough and if you're on the ball and you're convinced that you let the stock tell you what to do. We're at $8.99 on Sofi. We were down to $8.78 for a while there, about half an hour, 45 minutes ago. We're back to $8.99 on Sofi. Volume this morning, 1.9 million shares. There are actually SAPs out there selling this stuff down here. There are actually people selling this stock under $9 a share. Why? Why are they selling this up? What did Sofi do in the last 48 hours that would cause people to want to offload the stock? What did they do? Nothing. Sofi didn't do anything. Sofi is just making money. Sofi just finished their fourth quarter on the 31st of December. Sofi will report at the end of the month how they're doing. They're going to reveal their numbers to us and say to us, here are the sales of our corporation for the fourth quarter of 2023. Here's how many members we have now, almost 10 million. Here's how many hundreds of millions of dollars we generated in revenues. Here's how much money we're making. Oh, and we're going to up our estimates for the rest of the year. That's what Sofi is doing. So that's what Sofi is going to do. Now, again, do I have to guess what to tell you to do right now? I don't have to guess at all. I'm looking at $8.99 going, I think this might be a good time to consider writing cash secured puts on Sofi. This might just be the right time, because the lower this stock goes, the more expensive put contracts get. And the higher the value of a put contract, the more money that comes into your account. Because when you are an option writer, you make your profits the moment you write your contract. You don't make your profits when you buy the contract back, because as you know, if you've been here a little while with me, there are times you don't make money on an option right away because stocks move, they go up or down, and sometimes options go the wrong direction. What do you do then? Oh gosh, what do I do? Well, I think you take a look at lesson number, what is it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's one of those called rollovers. And you do a rollover trade and go, okay, the stock is telling me what to do. And right now, the stock is begging you. Sofi shares are begging you on its knees saying, please write cash secured puts on me. Please write some cash secured puts. I gave you a chance to write cash secured puts when we were at $10 last week. I'm now telling you can write cash secured puts at around $9 this week. This is your invitation to start 2024 off with a bang. Those of you who are going to buy the stock and average down or just average up or just get more shares, more power to you. But if you believe that an analyst, which is what we had last night, one analyst putting an underperform rating on SoFi shares a mere 3.5, 4 weeks before the company is going to reveal its first ever quarterly profit. This guy or girl, either way, they got balls. Now, maybe, again, I'm being a little skeptical here, maybe. It's possible that we have somebody out there who wants to get recognized and wants to become a household name. And so what do you do as a household name? You create controversy. Well, how do you do that? Well, you reveal an analytical report on SoFi that is so off the freaking wall that everyone talks about you. To me, as an observer on the outside, looking in this world that's going on out there, from way out here, way out here, being Canadian, I'm just going, this is great. This is fantastic. This is exactly what SoFi needs. SoFi needs an idiot to make an analytical report on SoFi to say sell it and put a 650 target on it. That's exactly what SoFi needs right now, because it's going to create a bunch of speculation and it's going to stir things up. It's going to get people talking to each other. The one thing that shorters don't want just happened to them this morning. What shorters do not want to have happen has just happened in the last couple of hours this morning. Shorters don't want anyone talking about SoFi. Shorters don't want anyone speculating about SoFi. Shorters want SoFi to just go back into the background, trade 10 million shares a day, and just get kicked around down to $4 a share. That's what shorters want. Shorters do not want SoFi to trade millions of shares in the pre-market and go either higher or lower with a vengeance. They don't want the attention. Shorters want complete and utter silence. They don't need this crap. Everyone else, if you're a fan of this company, this is exactly what you want. This is exactly what you're looking for. Because if you're a believer in the company and ultimately the shares, you're looking for opportunities to get the stock on the cheap. You're looking for opportunities to write contracts that are just being handed to you on an open platter saying, please take my money. You're a casino. All of you are casinos here. And you have got a whole bunch of Greyhound buses that just pulled up to your front doors. These folks are streaming in here with their luggage, and they're lined up at the check-in counter over there, and they're heading up the elevators to their rooms, and then they're going to drop their suitcases off, wash their faces, and come on down to the casino floor and start gambling. And they're looking for stuff to gamble on. And you, as a casino, you want to set the odds in your favor. And what one stock can you count on long-term that's just going to make you a piss pot of money? It's SoFi. The speculation is all over it. And the stock was $10.60, $10.50 last week, $8.99, $8.98, $9 right now. I don't know how many more flashing lights you need in your face. Someone is flipping the high beams on you right now. Wake up! SoFi, there's an opportunity here to steal money from idiots. And you're the one. You're the person, the viewers, you're the followers of this channel, you're the members of this channel, the class takers of this channel who have been bombarded by yours truly to say, when an opportunity comes your way, you've got to take it. Remember, the minute you write your option, you've locked in your profit. You cannot make more money after you write the contract. If you are going to write cash secured puts at $10 each, and you can haul in 3 or 4 or whatever dollars per contract, depending on how far out you want to go in time, you can't make double that. Once you've set that sale price and you got paid to write that contract, you have the money. There it is. It's right there. You can now get your pen and paper out and you can begin to do pretend profits. You can go, well, they gave me $2.70 or $3.60 on this $10 contract. I just got 36% of my money. That's right. You can certainly say that, but how much of it can you keep? I can't answer that right now until you buy back your contract, either because the shares are going up in value, or time has gone by, or a combination of both. Sooner or later, you're going to make a move to buy back those puts for a lot less than you wrote them for. And you're going to say, Bruce, I did 20 cash secured puts. I took in 380 and I bought them back for 185 in a week. Thank you very much, Uncle Bruce. And I'm going to say congratulations to those of you out there who are taking this easy money off the table. The good news is that the clock is in your favor. And the longer this game goes, the better it is, because gamblers on the casino floor are renters of rooms upstairs. They're not here permanently. Gamblers on the casino floor in the options market, they have to check out. They eventually have to check out. They have to go back to where they came from, because whatever contract they got into, call, a put, whatever they moved into, has a limited time frame on it. And then they have to make a move. They either have to sell that contract or exercise it. Depends on where it's at. For you guys, you're on the other side of the argument. You're not going anywhere. Your casino is in the ground and it's not moving. And your management, your staff will be here every day to monitor your performance of your casino. You're not going anywhere. You're the owner of the casino. This is your house. And this is where you earn your revenues. You let the stock tell you what to do. Sofi is screaming at you right now. Screaming at you. Write cash secured puts this morning. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if you're hearing it, but I'm hearing it in Technicolor. If it goes even lower, even better. Will it go lower? I don't know. That's speculating. I don't know. You don't have to speculate. If it wants to go higher, great. You've written your cash secured puts. The stock goes back to $10, goes to $12 in a couple of months. Those puts are worthless on paper, only time depreciation left, and they're shrinking up. You're a happy camper. What put should you write? Well, look at your option chain and figure it out. Would you like to write 7s or 8s or 9s or 10s or 11s or 12s? You figure it out. You know what kind of risk tolerance you like. You know what comfort level you have. How long do you want to go out in time? I say take as much money as humanly possible off the gamblers. Take their money. Every hedge fund around you, every smart ETF writer, operator, a manager of assets, they're all doing this. They're all going to do this because they too do exactly what I'm telling you to do. They let the stock tell them what to do. They let the market tell them what to do. And if the market goes the other direction, they go, okay, the market decided to go higher or lower, then I will do rollovers. Not a problem. Say all the hedge fund operators in the world that are managing trillions of dollars. Okay, you're managing thousands. There are people managing trillions. They use the other T word. Okay, you've got thousands. They got trillions. Okay, they're using the other T word, and they're letting the market tell them what to do. And now it's your turn to let the market tell you what to do. And right now, Sofi cannot be any louder, because for some stupid reason, it's off 65 cents in the pre-market. It's mind-numbing. It's ridiculous. It was down 30 cents yesterday. This is 95 cents in less than 24 hours. That's kind of funny. I find that rather humorous and opportunistic. That's the key word, because Sofi isn't going anywhere. Oh my gosh, are we going to have fun today? Thank you all for joining me this morning. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. You've been throwing them up already. Look, the Dow's off 91. Is it down 900? No, It's down 91 points. That's it. We've got a nothing burger going on here. If you think we're in the middle of a massive sell-off, you have been drinking the wrong Kool-Aid. Stop that. Get back to coffee and wake the hell up. The Dow was up 25 points yesterday. That was the end of the day. The Dow was up 25 points. It gained yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be a bad day for Apple and other stocks. Yeah, it was. It was a down day for some of the Magnificent Seven stocks. What happened? People shifted out of Magnificent Seven into the second tier level of stocks. Dow gained 25 points anyway, and we're down 98 right now. Is this a disaster? No. It's a nothing burger. We haven't had a correction yet. We haven't had any profit taking yet. We've had nothing so far. The market is telling me there are opportunities popping up here and there. If you're noticing your condors coming down, the spreads are coming back to you, congratulations for waiting it out. And those of you who did rollovers, you took advantage of these opportunities. You took advantage of these gamblers last week and the week before, where you rolled up your calls and you rolled up your puts and you took more credit off the market. Oh my God, was it easy money. For those of you who have trouble doing rollovers, you've got to get over this. You've got to get over the fear of rollovers. You have to look at a rollover as an opportunity to steal even more money, because that's what you are. You're an assassin and you are picking off easy trades. That's what you got to be doing. If you have done some rollovers in the last couple of months, I'm pretty sure that on most of the positions that you took out there, you found that the shares have come down into your range. Your calls are worthless. Your puts are worthless on paper. They have no book value whatsoever. It's exactly where you want to be. Those of you who've got January 17 expiring contracts, are you happy? This is the 3rd of January. Next week, Friday is the 10th or whatever. We got the 17th coming. My God, is it going to be great? Or is it the 19th? I can't remember. I'm too excited. This is so good. Another little ditty for you that I wanted to mention today. If you've been here a while, you've heard me talk about how the brokerage business changed forever, starting in the 80s. Again, many of you weren't born yet or were in diapers at the time. But I remember back in 1982, 83, 84, and by the end of the 1980s, the brokerage business had completely changed from what they were in the mid-1970s until 1990. In that 15-year time frame, thousands of independent brokerage companies that had been around for generations, 50, 60, 80 years of business, were eviscerated. They disappeared off the face of the earth. Did they go broke? No, they didn't go broke. Actually, surprisingly, a lot of family firms that were operating in St. Louis and Louisville, Kentucky, and New York and Boston and Philly and Detroit and all over US, all over Canada, Toronto, Montreal, Quebec City, Calgary, Edmonton, you name it. Thousands of small, local, and regional brokerage firms started to merge with each other. They started to combine into larger firms. And by the time the mid-'80s rolled around, we went from probably 10,000 brokerage firms into maybe 1,000 or something like that. I'm not sure of the exact number. Don't quote me on this. But I can tell you that there was a huge fallout. And a lot of firms got buyouts they couldn't refuse. Because if you had a brokerage firm, even one office in a city like Cincinnati, your firm may have had 4,000 clients and you had 60 stockbrokers in there or more. And you were sitting on several $1 billion of assets. Those were sought after by bigger players because the realization came that to survive in the brokerage business, you've got to grow your business in size. You've got to go from multi-millions of dollars of accounts to multi-billions of dollars in accounts. Administration, assets under administration is the word. And a whole bunch of brokerage firms got gobbled up this way. And a lot of mom and pop firms, and again, I use that term very loosely, okay, they got taken out at wonderful premiums. And most of the firm's employees were not terminated. They were absorbed in. So a firm would have maybe 3 companies would merge into one company, and they would keep all their offices. They would just change the nameplate on the front, and everybody now works for this named company. And if you were a broker and you had 500 clients, you were sought after. You were pursued, and not only were you pursued to stay where you were now being pursued by brokerage firms to come on over to our firm. And that happens to this very day. We do hear headlines from time to time where Merrill Lynch will say, we just got 5 asset managers from Bank of America with $2 billion of assets. They're joining our company, stealing staff all the time, staff and accounts. By the mid 80s, another thing began to happen in the brokerage business, and that was a new player began to dominate the business. And the new player were investment bankers. The banks themselves started to operate brokerage divisions because they wanted to expand their footprint in their financial world. They weren't interested in handing you a toaster oven if you opened up a checking account in Peoria. That wasn't their game anymore. They didn't mind that business, but what they really wanted is they wanted to get as many stock brokerage firms as they could get their hands on with the billions and billions of dollars of assets that these clients had. And then they wanted to pitch all these clients on their credit cards, on their mortgages, on their car loans, on their insurance services, because they were moving into more financial areas. And so brokerage firms became hot property because a stockbroker like myself, with my 400 clients and 25 guys like me, we have 10,000 clients with billions of dollars of assets. We were an easy mark to get acquired by banks. Now the problem was, however, that brokerage firms sold out for big money, and the winners were the partners of the brokerage firms. Absolutely. Top 5% of the firm, they scored the money. But the stockbroker at the bottom end of that chain and all the support staff that was helping that broker, they were finding themselves within a year out of a job because they weren't required anymore by the banks. The banks didn't want them as stockbrokers. They wanted them out of there and be replaced by an asset acquirer. They wanted a recent university graduate who would make 100 phone calls a day, finding more clients with money to bring assets into the bank so that the bankers over here could pitch that individual investments to their tied to their what's the word I'm looking for, a risk tolerance level. And so you do these surveys with these new customers. Does this sound familiar to any of you? You have a survey with your banker. And what kind of investment, what kind of investor do you think you are? Aggressive investor, conservative investor? What interests you more? High growth, or long-term capital appreciation, dividend investor? You like interest rates? They would take surveys of their customers, and then they would put them into mutual funds that would fit those parameters. And they would do as little as possible to lose you money, and as much as possible to get you to take loans out against this money for a mortgage, a car loan, a credit card, and you name it. And banks began to acquire brokerage firms left, right, and center. We went from thousands of brokerage firms in North America to hundreds, to dozens. And in Canada, it was incredibly profound. When I was first looking for a job as a stockbroker, when I wanted to become a stockbroker, this was late '98. I couldn't get in the front door of most of these guys. And where was I going? Mom and pop shops. I was going to the surviving mom and pop shops. The bankers didn't want me in the front door. They go, no, we don't hire new brokers. No, we don't take you guys on. And so I was going to all the other brokerage firms to try to get a job. Finally got one in '99 or '79, I should say, and went on from there. But by the end of the 1980s, all the firms that I had knocked on to try to get a job were all acquired by either another brokerage firm or a banker bought them out. And that's what happened in Canada. So the big 5-6 banks in Canada own the top brokerage firms in Canada. And the brokers are gone. The stockbrokers from the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, they were all either let go within a year or two. They moved on somewhere else. They went into investment firms elsewhere, or they retired. And now it's 2023. How many guys like me are left? I'm 68. There are no stockbrokers left from 1979, 1980. We're dead. We either died or we retired out or we moved on to somewhere else because there's nobody left and there's nowhere for you to go to get into that. Now, I mention all of this because the banks in the US and in Canada started acquiring all these different firms. The Merrill Lynch's got bigger, the TD Ameritrades showed up, the Schwab's got bigger. All these other offices disappeared. Now there's a handful. There's maybe 2 or 3 dozen firms out there, 50 firms in the United States that are now into this business. And bottom line is you have to do everything yourself. They call this convenience for you to do all your trading on one of these little devices. The reality is there are no stockbrokers that come with this. And so you have nowhere to go for advice. You have nowhere to go for figuring out what to do. You go to the Q&A section of the website. That's where you go now. And the SEC has totally written it off and sold off on it. They've been bribed out decades ago. And in Canada too. The regulators were overrun because the politicians overseeing these regulators were bribed by super PACs and re-election campaign funding funded by the bankers, the big boys who were taking over the business. They took over and they have made it painfully obvious that if you're going to be on a banking committee in Congress or in the Senate, you're going to be either backed or opposed by the very industry that you're supposed to oversee. And depending on how you vote and what laws you propose, you may or may not get re-election funding or not. Well, what do you think happened? Goodbye to all the brokerage firms. Look, the thing I want to say to you this morning, I heard this little stat this morning, which I found fascinating. In the early 80s, in the United States of America, there were 18,000 banks. Let me repeat that. In the early 1980s, across the United States of America, when Ronald Reagan was president, God help us, there were 18,000 banks in the United States. Today, 4,600. It's happening here too. And you know about this in your own little neighborhoods, wherever you live, whatever town you grew up in. If you're 45 years old or 35 years old, you may remember that in the last 10 years, a bunch of banks aren't around anymore. You might drive around your college town one day, or you'll drive around where you grew up, and you'll go, there used to be a bank on that corner. There used to be a bank over there. There used to be, I remember there used to be a bank over there. They're gone now. They're all gone now. And it's not that banks are consolidating. They are. Bank of America is closing branches. Wells Fargo was closing branches. SoFi doesn't even have branches. It's just that a lot of banks have disappeared because they got gobbled up. Very small micro banks got gobbled up by smaller regional banks. Smaller regional banks that got gobbled up by larger banks. Some went under, like last year. But it's not because they're going out of business. Banks actually are worth a lot of money because banks have customers, clients with assets. And bigger banks want more assets to manage as a larger entity. And the top 5% of management of all of these larger financial institutions, they get their bonus money based on how much in assets they're controlling and handling. And the game plan is you either grow the business organically or you buy it. You buy the business. One way to buy the business is get aggressive on a specific region, a specific area of the US where you know that this regional bank does a lot of real estate business in this area. You send in real estate people and offer mortgages 1/4 point below all the regional banks in that area. And then you start buying up those regional banks on the cheap because they can't compete. And now you score those guys. Guess what you do? You raise the rates going forward. It's just like the airline business. They used to have a dozen main carriers, big carriers in the United States. Now there's 5. And that's going to be soon 4. There's a consolidation going on in the airspace. The FAA was paid off a long time ago, just like the bankers have paid off politicians for banking licenses. The brokerage firms are disappearing. The banks are disappearing. The airlines have disappeared. Many other businesses have disappeared, and it's now a game of mega, gigantic entities. Costco, Walmart, Target, those are your big retailers. Home Depot and Lowe's are your home repair. Those are your repair stores, your hardware stores. How many of you growing up remember a hardware store in the downtown area where you used to live? In the town or city you used to live, there used to be hardware stores downtown. There are no hardware stores downtown anymore. They're out in the burbs, and they're called Lowe's and Home Depot. Eviscerated. Mom and pops have been annihilated. And of course, how many of you this Christmas were finding it way more convenient to order products and gifts for your relatives by clicking your keyboard and having Amazon delivered? That's the way of the world. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just mentioning it so you understand what is happening out there. Banks, 18,000, now 4,600. That number will continue to shrink. There will come a time where there might be only 200 banks in the United States left. In Canada, there are 6, okay? 6 main big banks that have 95% of the banking business, okay? In America, it's a miracle that there are still 4,600. It's an absolute miracle. There's still 4,600, but that number is quickly consolidating. Sofi is now in the top 80, top 70 in size. And Sofi will continue to grow because the public out there who are Amazon crazy, who love to go to Costco, who love to go to Walmart, and although they don't admit it, they don't go to mom and pop shops like they used to. Americans don't go. Canadians don't go anymore to downtown anywhere to do anything. They go to the burbs. And at the burbs are the chain stores. In your favorite shopping mall, if you still have a shopping mall, your shopping malls are dominated, successful malls are dominated by big chain stores, multi-billion-dollar organizations that have 200 locations, 500 locations, 1,000 locations, whatever it is. That's the way of the world. It's the way it's going. Sofi is just enjoying a growth curve in the area that we want to go to. We do not want to go into a bank branch, park our car, walk into a bank, stand in line, come up to a teller, and do a couple of transactions, and then do it all over again next week and the week after and the week after and the week. We don't want to do that anymore. We would really rather have our paycheck automatically deposited into our account, and we can just sit at home and click buttons and push the money around where we want it to go. We don't accept paid bills anymore in our mailbox. We don't get power bills and water bills and other bills anymore. We don't get them. That's all electronic. It's all email now. And that's where we're headed. It's been 20 years and it's continuing, and it'll continue to go that direction. And your banker will shortly be offering you a new service. Your banker, whoever your banker is, and then again, the larger ones will start with this, and soon Sofi will be among these guys, I'm sure of it. It'll come to the point where you will get messages from your banker, probably emails, offering you a new service, AI banking, artificial intelligence banking, where your bank account will be managed by an AI program, and your money will come in from your paycheck, and your bills are due 3, 4, 5 days later, 6 days later after your paycheck comes in. But during that time frame, your money will be deposited into a money market account inside the bank through another division of the bank to pull in daily interest while the 5th day comes along, and then 250 will come out of that account into your checking account and will be transferred to your power company. And 2 days later, enough dough will come out of your bank, your savings account, to now pay the car payment. Then a day or two later, it'll be the student loan, only paid when it's due. In the meantime, the money that's in your account will be generating revenue on a daily interest basis, all done by artificial intelligence. It's going to get to that level. Your credit card minimum payment is due by a certain date. Your AI intelligence software will pay the minimum payment on the day it is due without fail, and the bank will guarantee it. If it's 1 day late and there's a late charge, the bank will cover it. It's their fault. They will cover it because your AI intelligent software knows exactly the billing cycle of your credit cards. And each credit card has 21-day cycles and 28-day cycles and 25-day cycles. It's all designed to screw you over so that you miss a payment once in a while. You're late. AI won't do that. You're going to be shown this new way of banking so that it is going to be done for you. That's how this game is going to be played. And it'll all be done with this. And you'll be constantly alerted and updated with bulletins and what's going on with your account all the time. You'll probably use your fingerprint or your eyeball as your security measure so that you can't be ripped off by this ancient game of credit card swiping machines and all that stuff. That's out. That's all out. It's heading out the door. Sofi will be on the cutting edge of this area. And it's where we will want to be because it's not you and I maybe that will lead the charge. It's our kids. Our kids will be the ones. Mine is now 35 and she is still on the cutting edge, but she's only got another 10 years. And then she's 45 and then she's out. She will be a child of the 2000s. The next generation of 20-year-olds, 15 to 25-year-olds, they will take over after my daughter hits age 45. And it is their world. And their world will not know how to fill out a bank deposit form. They won't even know what that is. There are children right now in this world that we know that are upwards of 15 years of age. If you gave them a telephone from 1960, they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to make a telephone call. They wouldn't know what to do with it. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of talking to my daughter for 15 minutes on a phone call where we could see each other. You know what that's called? I'm old, okay? She had convinced Jennifer to steal my record player from my house to her house. She wanted Dad's record player. And this is from 1974, this record player. It's my pride and joy. And she borrowed a few albums, Fleetwood Mac, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, classics apparently. And she asked me yesterday, how do I work it? Now, I don't get asked very often anymore by my daughter how to do anything anymore because I'm like 68, man. I'm 68. I'm old. I had to explain to her how to turn on the record player. I had to explain to her how to take this. There was a toggle switch that was on top of the needle arm that you put on the needle so that when you carry the record player, your needle doesn't jump all over the place. I had to explain to her how to take that off, then turn on the machine, then set it to the phonograph section. Instead of the FM stereo section, had to turn the knob to the phonograph section. How to show her how to lift the arm out of the way so you could put an album on top. And I had to show her how to manually be able to put an album on top of a record player and jimmy it over just a little so it would go down to the platter, or to leave it up there, put the arm back on top, turn on the record player, give the turntable a little spin to help it out because it's getting old, and lift the needle carefully and put it down on the record. At that point, after I did that for a little while, I said to her, now I want you to try something else. Lift the needle and bring it all the way to the middle of the album where the last couple of lines of track are going around. Watch what happens when the needle goes all the way into the middle. And she just sat there and watched it. And she watched the needle go right in, lift all by itself, come all the way out and come down. And the record player stopped. She let out an audible, oh, look at that. Couldn't believe it. This is 1974 technology. 60 years ago, I bought this record player. And I still have it because it's my pride and joy. That's how much the world has changed already. In the next 5-10 years, it's unrecognizable to the rest of us. We're getting old, and that's what's going on. Okay, so some analyst this morning wants to say that Sofi is a 650 stock. We got an analyst out there who is, in my opinion, either not paying attention to the realities of what's going on, or is being motivated to say what the person is saying because of the philosophy of the company that the individual might be associated with is of a different philosophy than the rest of the street. In other words, these guys are short the stock. They got clients that are short millions of shares, and they need help from their research department to sink the stock and make it go down. In other words, shoot the glass is what is being talked about here. Shoot the glass. That is what is happening with Hans Gruber and his boys. I look at this and I just laugh. I find it laughable that there are actually analysts who are thinking that this stock is done for, that SoFi stock is done for. 12-year-old company. By the way, 12 years this company's been around. 12 years. They have funded themselves and have had funds come to them, hundreds of millions of dollars in funding before they came public, now that they're public. And there are actually analysts who think that these guys aren't going to make it. I find it incredible. They have a bank charter, which analysts never thought they'd get. They've got almost 10 million members now. They had 2 million members 3 years ago. They're now almost at 10 million members, and there are actually analysts who are downgrading this company. It's laughable to me. It's just laughable. But again, I'm trying to read between the lines. And I'm trying to understand, why is there another analyst with a $3 price target on this stock? This one at $6.50, a downgrade from $7.50 to $6.50. I don't know. The stock is yelling at me at $8.91 right now. It is yelling at me. Limited time offer. I'm on sale right now. 2.3 million traded this morning. There are actually people selling right now in the pre-market. They're not even waiting for the New York exchange to open for trading. And that's telling me maybe it's not retail investors selling this stock. It isn't a whole bunch of mom and pops panicking to get out of the stock. No, Bruce, that's not what it is at all. Do you know who's selling the SoFi right now? The very people that are short this stuff right now. If you're a shorter and you've got billions of dollars at your disposal, you're one of those guys from Dumb and Dumber that owns a nice house on the beach, and you just bought the house next door so you can rip it off, rip it down, get rid of it, and put a big fat tennis court next door. If you're one of those guys, there's like 5 of them, 10 of them. Hi. Why wouldn't you do exactly what's being done right here? You're already short millions of shares of SoFi out of the 141 million that were shorted. Last I hear, it's 125 million. Now the shorts are building up again. Are they going to go to 150, 160 million short now by driving the stock from 990, 995 down to 895? Try to scare mom and pops to sell this stock. That's what I think might be going on. And so at 891, I look at it and go, those of you who are hanging around with this old man, you might want to consider cash secured puts as a real good move once we open up for trading today. I'll have to see how the market looks and check your option chain. Look at the summertime, look at the fall, look at next January, look all the way up to January 2026. Can you get a big, fat, juicy cash payout from writing cash secured puts on SoFi this morning in the first 15 minutes of trading? Because at the end of the day today, and I can't tell you if this is going to happen or not, but would I be surprised that these shares are $9.75 at the end of the day today? Could that be it? The Dow Jones is down 156 right now in the pre-market. We got 10 minutes to go before we open. Larry Titus is going to hit the bells. Are we going to be down 1,000 points at the end of the day, or are we going to be up 500 at the end of the day? Because the minutes come out from the Federal Reserve today, everyone is worrying about what interest rates are going to do. And smart money is coming in going, everything's on sale. I'm buying the dip. It's a 2-day dip. I'm in. And do we have a 500-point run-up this afternoon and everything is green? That could well happen unless we get massive panic selling. We're not going lower. We'll adjust Our prices, absolutely. Apple has given up some ground. Nvidia, Tesla, the Magnificent Seven have given up something, a little here and there, but not a lot. Now the question is just how deep will the selling really get, and is it going to last? Why is the NASDAQ only off 115 points? It was down 115 points a half an hour ago when I gave you the quotes. The Dow is off 100 points more, but the NASDAQ is the same. It's not a uniform sell-off. Food for thought, things to think about. There you have it. Thank you all for joining me today. We start trading in 9 minutes. I've been around a long, long time. I've seen this game before. I've seen versions of this game before. And I got to tell you, the one difference now versus 40 years ago, the attention span of the investor and the attention span of the investment advisors, whoever they are, the analysts and the firms themselves. Many firms out there, so-called investment companies, are now run by algorithms and they're run by computer programs. Many firms want to say to you that they have a long tradition of advising services and all this stuff. Yeah, okay. In the 40s, they did whatever they did. In the 50s, they did what they did. The 70s. And the people who are running Wall Street today are 45 and younger for the most part. And then there are the top 0.1 percenters, the top men. They're the ones who are getting the big bonuses, and they're in their 70s and their 60s, and they will be carried out in a body bag. That's when they resign their position. Why wouldn't they? They're the ones making the money. They're not going to leave. They're the ones who own the companies. They're the ones who are raking in the returns. But a majority of the people who are running Wall Street right now are less than 45 years of age. And that means that they were born in the 80s and the 90s. And the parents of those kids who were in their 20s, and I'm being generous because some of them were not, they were born in the 70s and 60s. This shows me how old I am. My father was born in 1929. My mom was born in 1933, and I was born in 55. And there are people who are running Wall Street and in London, Tokyo, all the financial centers around the world. They're 45 and under. They're 45 and under. And they were born in the 80s and 90s. They have no clue what the world used to be like because they weren't born yet. It's not their fault. I'm not blaming them. It's not their fault. It's okay to be 45 and incredibly successful on Wall Street. It's very okay. Congratulations. You're at the top of your game. You're running billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar entities, trillion-dollar entities, some of you. Way to go. Way to go. You got the private jet, or you can use the company private jet. You can enjoy the villa in France. You can do this. Great. It's the dream of dreams. Well done, you guys. But I got to tell you, just because you're running the show don't mean you know what's going on. And there are so many underpinnings of developments happening out there that are threatening to take away gobs of profits because people are overlooking the big picture as to what's really happening out there. And what's really happening out there is there's about 5 or 6 individuals who are creating a big muck show right now that very few investors want to talk about. They don't want to talk about Mr. Putin. They don't want to talk about Mr. Xi Jinping, whatever his name is. They don't want to talk about the moron in North Korea. They don't want to talk about the mullah running Iran, whoever that moron is. They don't want to talk about these people. But these people have got unbelievable power, and they have billions of people under them that are their slaves, whether they like it or not. And they can muck up the works. Now, fair enough. The bad news the Russians are having and the terrible time the Chinese are having makes America look great, makes Canada look great, makes England look great. Great. Oh, fine. But it doesn't allow us to be at our maximum potential. All right. That's the one thing. Something I heard today also, a little change of pace. And this one blows my mind. This blows my mind. There was a story out this morning about the missiles, how militaries around the world, the United States, Canada, UK, Germany, France, obviously Ukraine, they're trying to get their hands on these advanced missile systems because they're very effective regarding world technology that the Russians are sitting on. And there's a shortage of missiles. There's a waiting list. They're talking about years to replenish the missile supply. And I'm thinking to myself, how is that possible? Arms manufacturers are not government agencies. Okay, the Pentagon does not make bullets. The Pentagon buys bullets. Okay, and everyone in the bullet making business knows the number one customer for bullets is the Pentagon. Okay, and other countries' military operations. Who buys the most sophisticated weapon systems in the world? The Pentagon. Why is there a shortage of this stuff? I don't understand it. Americans are entrepreneurs. Americans are very entrepreneurial. They're wonderful people, by the way. I love Americans. Why is there a shortage of basic military requirements like shells, military shells? How can there be a shortage? You would think that the President of the United States and the Congress and the Senate would pass laws to up the production of key military hardware in the time of uncertainty like we're having now. The checks don't bounce from the Pentagon. If they order bullets, they get delivered to where they're supposed to get delivered to. The check clears the bank. It's not like the bullet maker is worried about getting paid. They're getting paid. Missile makers, they get paid. Jet manufacturers, they get paid. Where's the problem here? Why is there an issue with military shortages all over the world? I don't get it. I don't understand where this is possible. To make them is not complicated. It's technology. It's been around for a couple of decades. The parts are available. The raw materials are available. The expertise is available. The demand is there. What is the problem here? I don't get it. I kind of wonder about that. I just an open question. Weird. It's just weird. Anyway, folks, thank you for being here. I'm glad to have you here. We're at $8.90 on Sofi. I think Sofi's on sale. It's kind of like a Boxing Day sale, isn't it? Yeah, the first week of January, it's the sale on Sofi stock. The company comes out within a month with their report on how they did in the fourth quarter. You know, the one where they're making money for the first time in their history. Something isn't working, but it's probably because I'm old. That's why I have to find a reason. It's got to be my fault that the stock is down because I don't understand the world today. That must be it. It's got to be it. Unless it's a group of shorters bribing some people to write articles and telling the world that the stock's a bag of crap. Nah, that's not what it is. They wouldn't do that. Why would a multi-billion-dollar group of hedge funds want to motivate themselves to talk down a stock? Why would sailors want to get off a nuclear submarine? Why would you want to get off a nuclear sub? What would have to happen on a nuclear submarine for sailors to want to get? I think I know how to get the guys off the submarine. Yes, we love Hollywood, everybody. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the program. Larry Titus is about to bless this channel with the bells. And I say good morning to all of you. Welcome to the party, pals. Things are happening at the Nakatomi Tower this morning. Oh, my. Are we going to have some fun today? Gosh, darn it to heck. There are viewers here who have kind of been rogue. They've been writing calls on Sofi. They've been doing it when I've been telling them I don't think it's a good idea. But they've been doing it. They've been writing $10 and $12 calls and $9 calls. And I think I have some very happy people around here. I think so. I will be fine. We'll see what happens when they confess. Will they? Will they confess? I was one of those, Uncle Bruce. I wrote calls at 250 and I just bought them back for $1. I'm sorry. Larry, thank you, my friend. Luca, go, baby, go. JR, the bells are here. Give it to him, says Luca. Not a lurker. Uncle Bruce, get close to the screen and say bye, bye, bye. Luca, number 106, thumbs up. I'm here. Thank you, DQ. For Armalus, actually, the military does produce its own ammo. There's an ammo manufacturing facility in Oklahoma, about 2 hours from Oklahoma. Tomahawk missiles are too expensive and delicate to make. I just think you can hire more people. I think they can just hire more people and make more of them. I don't understand the shortage. I don't care who makes them and how they. Bullets, shells, come on. Tomahawk missiles, oh, come on. They've been making them for 30 years. Get with the program. Make them, produce them, and up your production by 100%. I don't understand. Yes, I run it. Then I rolled from 12 down to 8. So a drop is a relief, says Adam DQ. I did buy right on Sofi yesterday. I confess it worked out. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. We're down 104 points right now on the Dow. We just opened up. We're just going to see how this market fires itself up here. Sofi 894 is the opening trade right now, or ballpark 872, 894. It's jumping around 6 million volume to start the day. Let the shorters short, let the nervous Nellies out the door, and then away we go. This is exactly the flushing out. I'd like to see the whole market do this. I would like to see the entire Dow Jones do this. I'd like to see the NASDAQ do this. I'd like to see the S&P 500 have a 7-8% point drop in one day, flush everyone out, and then up we go to a new high. That's exactly what this market needs. Full-blown consolidation would be lovely. JR, down we go. What is the chia pet, the balcony, the bologna sandwich who downgraded? Farmless, too many people with felonies to get on a military base, but you are right. It should be easier to mass produce, but it is what it is. Double D, pick up another 500. SoFi, baby, there you go. Giddy up, 896 right now on SoFi with a volume of 6.8 million. GameStop, 1629, down 38 cents. We're on 182,000 shares of stock. Rocket Lab at 511, down 20 cents, 706,000 shares. The Dow down 91. There's no serious sell-off here. We are sitting now on S&P 500 down 24 points, half a percentage point. And NASDAQ down 112. We're not even down 150 anymore. NASDAQ is down 0.77. The Dow's down a quarter of a point. We are not getting a sell-off. We really are not getting a sell-off. That's the story. SoFi 903 coming back on right now. Volume 7.4 million. So could we have an up day on SoFi today? Yes, we can. We could have an up day on SoFi today. This is your opportunity this morning to write cash secured puts. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm just going to say, JR, my AI cover calls are looking really green on a red day too. Cloaked, good looking to buy back my cover calls this morning on this dip. Rinse and repeat. JR, my GameStop cover calls just shot up 20% green also. Nice. There you go, kids. Money on the table is being offered and handed out. Spiders are down 248. The Qs are down 296. So we got some red showing there. Apple is down a whopping 28 cents. Now it's down 16 cents. Apple's down 16 cents. This is the sell-off. This is your whole plan. Get her. This is the whole plan. Get her. That's it. Get her. Really? Wow. 646 down on Enphase. Netflix down 27 cents. Adobe down 555. Nvidia down 457. Tesla down 642. It's just ridiculous. We're down $1 on Unity. Google down 45 cents. Come on. Cisco down 8. Moderna down 3. Pfizer down 25 cents. IBM down 43. It's still 161. HPQ down 30. There is no sell-off here. Microsoft is up 113. Amazon is up 79 cents. Home Depot down 320. Vanek is down 239. Goldman down 720. Boeing is down 230. Meta is up 14 cents. Target down 167. JP Morgan down 44. Costco is up 244. Walmart up 68 cents. So I don't see a meltdown happening here unless I'm missing everything. Down 149 in the Dow, 0.4 of a percentage point. Oil up 99 cents, 71.37. We're going under 70. Count on it. No matter what they do in the Mideast, it's going under 70. We're drowning in this stuff. Drowning in it. Good morning, everybody. Brian says, I am number 110 on the thumbs up meter. Bagel Babe, I saved up powder just for cash secured puts on SoFi. Brian, have a stink bid to buy more SoFi shares to round me off another 100. Yay, JR. What's it? You say rollover? Can you say rollover? Not a lurker, 10 million on SoFi. Laughing out loud. Not a lurker, 9.2. We are at 884 on SoFi right now, down 81 cents. Bargoon time, 9.29 million. And I really wonder if shorters are trying their best to crush this stock, and it's not happening. It's not giving it up. Why isn't it down 250? Why isn't it down to 650 like the analyst said it was? It's not down there. I wonder if we're going to have a turnaround. 1630 on GameStop, down 37 cents. AI down 76 cents. Rocket Lab down 20. The Dow down 156. S&P down 23. NASDAQ down 86 points. Cheers, all of you from around the world. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party, pal. The Nakatomi Tower show has just begun. Why would sailors want to get off a nuclear submarine? Why would they? All right. Hello, everybody. Not a lurker. Oh, sorry. It's 9 point something million. I stand corrected. Brian, I might be buying back my covered calls on SoFi. Sold for 225. I can buy back for 172 right now. 25% return. Not too shabby. You might want to put in a stink bid at 141. 136. You might get lucky. Maybe it'll drop that much. I don't know. Benjamin, would you guys pick up some shares now or wait a bit? I think I'd be buying them right about now. DB, good morning, everybody. Took advantage of the sale price on classes. Right on it, DB. So excited. The Discord is a great place for newbies. Thanks again for making me feel welcome to the group. DB, way to go. You are doing it right. You have really made a move in here. I really congratulate you. I encourage you. Every day, you're just absorbing all this new information, and just kind of pace yourself and work these classes. You'll be able to watch them as many times as you want, and you are going to have fun around here. Way to go. Not a lurker. Now it's 10 million, 5 minutes, 10 million shares. Splair, what's with SoFi yesterday? What's going on here? JR, DB, we Bagel family members are a pretty friendly bunch. We want to make that moolah and show the street boys we can do it too. Absolutely. Welcome all of you who are new members of this channel. Those of you who joined us in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, welcome to the party, pals. It's great to have you here. There's some opportunity here for 2024 that I can't begin to tell you the upside that is available to you guys. So excited for you. Thank you, those of you who have joined us and who have definitely been picking up these classes. We have a sale on right now. I announced it yesterday just on the fly. And then again, also those of you who have become members of this channel, those of you who are now members of this channel, not only Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members, but full-blown gold bagel level members. Thank you all. It's great to have you here, have you part of this wonderful family. And like I say, the family is a pretty tight family, and it's just a great place to hang out, a great place to learn how you can take money off this market. It's unbelievable the amount of cash that's available for you guys. It blows my mind how aggressive, how recklessly aggressive gamblers get down there on the floor of the options floor. It's amazing to me. There was a time only a year or two ago where we were noticing in a typical week, we would have about $1 trillion of options changing hands. We are now pushing more like $3 to $5 trillion of option money changing hands out there. And it's simple. It is near impossible for most gamblers out there to in any way make money by buying and selling stock. You want to flip Nvidia around. You want to be a day trader on Nvidia. You want to be an in and out trader on a $479 stock. And what have you got? You got $5,000 lying around. You can buy 10 shares. So you buy 10 shares of Nvidia, and they go up $1. You're up $10? How are you going to make anything on that? Your 10 grand or 5 grand isn't going to make any dough. There are gamblers out there with $5,000 who are buying call options on Nvidia. They're gambling on the call options. They're gambling on the put options, and they're buying contracts for $10, $20 each, $30 each. A $20 call option is $2,000. You got 10 grand lying around, you can buy 5 of them. That represents 500 shares. Is it any wonder that gamblers are gambling on Nvidia through call options or put options? Because they got the leverage. And if the stock does move $3 or $4 and they've got 500 shares in their control and it's a $3 move, it's $1,500. $1,500 pays bills around someone's household. Where making $10 doesn't get you much gets you a cup of coffee at Starbucks with a little bit of change left over. There's nothing there. Option writers on this channel sit here and going, oh man, there are millions of these option gamblers coming into this market, millions of them with 2,000 to 50,000 each, to each his own, whatever their budget is. And I have viewers on this channel who are saying, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write options and let these guys buy my options. Oh, this is great. But the viewers of this channel don't just willy-nilly go out and write options without knowing what they're doing. There are folks here who are offering Nvidia contracts, but they're doing it on a credit spread basis. And the funny thing is, viewers of this channel, some here have 10,000, 20, 50, 100,000, but they're doing 10 Nvidia contracts at a time, 20 at a time, using $10 spreads. And they're getting a credit in their account the minute they create their credit spread. That's the mind blower. They have more money in their account after they make their trade, and now they fold their arms and go, all right, I dare you to make money off of me because I'm the casino and you're the gambler out there, pal. The clock is against you and it's for me and my positions. Cash secured put writers around here are stealing money. You're not making money. You're stealing it. And it's unbelievable, completely legal, completely above board, and so much fun. So much fun. Thank you, everybody. Brian, I put in a stink bid to buy back for 151. Thanks, Uncle B. Let's see if this thing hits. Not a lurker. Prime time tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members only. Join this channel as a Gold Bagel member. Join us tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to be talking about what happened today. We're going to be talking about what to do tomorrow. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. Join the party. 11 million, says not a lurker. 11 million traded on Sofi. JR, come on, gamblers. Make us richer. Come on. I dare you. I double dare you. We want to all have a nice vacay in Hawaii along with the credit savage. That's what we want to do. Alex, Uncle Bruce, I'm the number 109th thumbs up today. I bought Sofi at 901, 891, 881. I just got hit at 871. Let's bring me the paper. I'll take it. Just buy it. Pat, I just bought 1,800. I'll take this paper. Welcome to the fire sale. Nice going there. Not lurker saying, JR, Pat Merkley, way to go, dude. Splair, I should have been sticking to my $7 Sofi call. The rolling went completely wrong, and now I have 100 Sofi without a call and 140 gone. It's always volatile. Second time in a row above 10 only. Oh my God. Splair, volatile before earnings. I mean, not a lurker. Now 13.3 million, Bruce. Alex, I'm doing 5-cent increment stink bids now, right down to $8. I love these prices. I love this game. We're at 872 on Sofi. That's where we are last trade. Volume 13.8 million in 15 minutes. Yes, there are actually people selling this stuff. Unbelievable. But I say good riddance. I say get out now and stay the hell out. This is exactly what we want. We want a purge. We want a house cleansing. Get rid of the willy-nillys, the nervous Nellies. Get them out of here. 870. Get them out. Get rid of them. Down 847 on GameStop, 1620. take a hike, get lost. A 512 on Rocket Lab, beautiful. We're down 60 cents on AI, beautiful, fantastic. It's exactly what you want, because this means the upside is even higher. You've just taken out all kinds of resistance. Whatever sellers there would have been at 10, 11, and 12 are dumping right now. That's the best part about it. Pop back to the $9.50, $10 range, and then get ready for a run. $14, $15. Nothing for sale in between. Mark my words. It's very possible. Oh, isn't this fun? Lovely, lovely. Pat Merkley, I'm ready to cash in 39,000 in gold and buy SoFi. Alex, let them sell. Alex will buy. There is only Zool and SoFi. That's all there is. Charlie, I just bought back $15 SoFi covered calls for $1,044 in profit. Now I hold those until 20. How about that? John Anderson, Bruce, I did 20 SoFi Jan 25 cash secured puts for $7. I got $1.24. I'm very happy. And you should be, because you are committing to buy this stock at $5.76. That is the commitment you've just made between now and January 2025. You're willing to pay $5.76 for SoFi. Anyone else want to pay $5.76 for SoFi? Do what John did. This is easy. Bobby Atkinson, 10% drop. Sorry, tomorrow now. Giddy up, everybody. SoFi down 97 cents. That means we're in a short sale restriction. We're in short sale restriction mode. That makes the snapback even stronger. It just means that you can't short the stock at market anymore. The SSR has kicked in. This is actually positive for the stock. It's unbelievable. Blows my mind. Bobby, SSR is in effect. You gotta love this. Unreal. Just stupid as stupid is. I love it. 867 on SoFi. The bargoon is on. We're down 98 cents, 15.3 million, and it's going to get people talking and talking and talking. I'm okay with that. It's all good. It's all good. Flush them out. Flush them out of here. Now's the time. Now is the time. Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Sergeant Powell just got hit with a whole bunch of bullets. Oh, my. Not a lurker. 15.4 million, Bruce, have traded in 18 minutes. Giddy up. Not quite a million a minute. Yeah, we got some action here. There's some shorting going on. I think there's shorting slamming the stock, or had been. We're now 862, and this will not last very long. In my humble opinion, I don't think so. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I have about 1,000 coming into my account in a couple of days. Should I buy SoFi stock at these discounts now with my margin, or is that dumb? If you're a long-term believer in the company, steal it. Otherwise, use the money to write a cash secured put. You can do that. JR, not a lurker anymore. Still waiting for the 131. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay. 1608 on GameStop, down 59. 858 on SoFi. Cash secured puts are there, and I have a feeling buying back cover calls is getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Beautiful. Stink bids, stink offers. Giddy up. We're down 188 on the Dow. We are now down on S&P. Let's see if I get my big ass iPad to do something here, work for me. There we go. We're down 192 on the Dow. We're down 23 on S&P. We're down 73 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is rising and the Dow is dropping. This is a mixed market. There is no complete across-the-board sell-off going on. It's a repositioning. That's what's happening here. Don't get caught on that. Don't believe it. Don't get forced out. Not at all. All right. This is going to be so much fun. Uncle Bruce, dumb question maybe. But is there an opposite to the short sale restrictions? No, there isn't. Laughing out loud from Lotto Lurker. Having fun with JR right now. We are at 511 on Rocket Lab, down 20. AI down 87. Spiders are down 247. Qs are down 196. Make that 210 now. GameStop down 62 cents at 1605. We're at 859 on SoFi, down $1.06 a share. The SoFi low of the day, 857, right here where we are. 17 million traded in 20 minutes. Welcome everyone to the party. The little sell-off on SoFi is happening. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of people out there who are not believers. Get rid of them. Let's go. JR, maybe a good rollover day for my Jan 2026 cash secured puts. Exactly. You might be able to roll in a little bit. That could be cool. White Feather, I love this game. I love this game. Not a lurker in time, JR, in time. It could work out for you in time. Keep your eyes open to see what it does. Fun times, everybody. Oh, are we having fun? Oh my goodness. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. Congratulations to those of you, everyone, who have been picking up lessons. Those of you who've been picking up lessons. Well done, everyone. Just got a donation came in here. Starlene, it arrived. I got it. Okay, classes will be coming your way. Send me a private email, please. And please let me know which classes you would like. I just got your Interact transfer here in Canada, so we'll get you looked after. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. Thank you. But I need you to tell me the 5 classes you want. You've only indicated 3. Tell me the 5 you would like. Let's see what we can do there. Thank you all for those of you picking up these classes. We will get you looked after as soon as we get off the air here, and we'll get you set up. All right, everyone. Thank you all for being here. We're down only 162 on the Dow now. It's actually coming on again. Watching this market go through its gyrations, exactly what's to be expected. It's absolutely needed, and I'm glad to see it. SoFi right now at 866, down 99 cents, 866 or so. Volume on SoFi is now pushing 18 plus million in 22 minutes, and the low on SoFi was $8.57. We're at 867 right now on SoFi. We've jumped back a dime at the moment. All right, everybody, welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you here. It's exactly what we were hoping will happen to this market, that we would get some selling action and some turnover action finally after 9 straight weeks of gains. But the amount of slippage is not very high. This is something to keep in mind. The slippage is not all that much. All right. All righty, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We have got thumbs ups now. Last I saw 115. Looks like we now have on the thumbs up meter. Let's see. My computer is mega slow today. We are now at 122. Thank you, everybody, for 122 thumbs ups. Keep them coming in if you can. We love you for it. Fantastic. More messages. Let's see. Let's go. Here we are. I love this game. Not a lurker. In time, JR, in time. Shun the non-believer, says Bagel Bay. Brian, put in another buy for 851. I love red days. Brian, White Feather, I'm feeling you right there. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, can you help me understand? I have Adobe 615 and 625 calls, the remains of an iron condor. They're showing a 52% gain on 615, but a 58% loss at 625. Help me understand my position. Thank you very much. Well, Adobe right now is sitting at 573. And so I'm going to guess that your calls are out of the money, right? And so they're going to continue to expire. Now, the key here is you need to refresh your screen, because I don't know, are your calls actually trading, or are they not trading right now? Are you looking at an old quote? Are you looking at an old trade that happened a couple days ago? These are so far out of the money. I'm just curious. I don't know which ones you have. So do a refresh and just keep an eye on that, because obviously the 615.25 calls are out of the money now, $50 pretty well. And so they're going to expire worthless, obviously. Splair, thought it's a good sign that SoFi is ringing the closing bell on Yahoo, but yesterday's closing is now disappointing. BZ loaded up to buy Rocket Lab. If SoFi goes down near my average, I may have to change my mind. JR, yesterday I felt the exhilarating feeling of arm folding. First time. I'm getting better at it, but it's hard to sit still on a day like today. Alex, I got some stock at 856. Giddy up. We've got SoFi now. Hang on. We are at SoFi 860 right now. Low of the day 856. 19.4 million traded. Agreeing with JR, this is hard. Not a lurker, 18.5 million, Bruce. Not a lurker might hit 20 million the first hour, or first half hour. I just wrote SoFi, $9 cash secured puts, 204, says DQ. Thank you very much for the easy money. 204 for nines, which means our friend DQ is willing to pay $6.96 for SoFi. Is that a good buy with it trading at 860? I would say, yeah. Charlie, the Adobe expires in February. The bid ask seems to drop slowly. The market is inactive on those contracts because they're so far out of the money now. Perfect. You'll see drops like that. So you got nothing to worry about. Brian, well, the whole market is in the red. Finally, profit taking. You think this is happening? Finally, Bruce, you've been calling for it for a month. Down 177 on the Dow. That is not a lot of profit taking. Honestly, that is not a heavy duty sell-off. That is 0.46 of a percentage point. It's a nothing burger. We're down 26 points on the S&P. It's a half a point. The Nasdaq's down 100 points. We're not going anywhere here. Unbelievable. Oil up 122 a barrel at 71.60 right now. That's where we're at right now, 71.60 on oil. I don't see that holding up much longer either. Cisco is green, laughing out loud, says DQ, and it's ex-dividend day. But Splair, at least my spreads and calls are up again in gains. There you go. Q's down 273 to 399.86. The spiders are down 273 at 269.92. These psychological round numbers are being annihilated now. This is a good sign. Good sign for you. Those of you who have iron condos out there, you're pretty happy. Rocket Lab down 22 cents at 509. AI, it's at 28.05 right now. We've got SoFi 8.59 down $1.06. GameStop 15.97 down 70 cents. That's where we're at there. We have opportunities to write cash secured puts on GameStop. We have opportunities to write cash secured puts on SoFi, on Rocket Lab, on AI. Apple is finally down 88 cents. I mean, geez, what does it take for this to go down? My goodness. What can I say, kids? There are deals out there, bargains, available for the taking. And it's interesting to see how this market is reacting. It's lower, but not with a vengeance. It's a slow slippage. That means a snapback rally is around the corner at any time. It could be that quick, so be careful. Okay, what else? You know what? Splair says, I'm going to wish you all a relaxed day today. Thanks, Splair. Alex, I sold a SoFi cash secured put, $10, expiring January 25 for $2.99. Oh, that is a good one. The $3 credit. Buying that, offering to buy the stock at $7. You are such a humanitarian, Alex. You are such a nice guy. Offering to buy SoFi at $7. What a nice guy you are. Not a lurker. Boom. 20 million traded. Brian, GameStop under $16. Yeah. Giddy up, kids. Giddy on up. There you go. 857 on SoFi. We're approaching or are at the low of the day right now. And we're flushing out the loose hands. I say, great. Get rid of these guys. 852 is the low trade of the day, I think, today. As far as I can tell you, a SoFi volume is now showing 20.5 million. 852 low trade of the session. There you go. 194 down dip on the Dow right now. Giddy up, everybody. There it is. Not a lurker. 2025s, Alex? Oh, my God. This is good stuff. There you go, kids. 856, 857 on the SoFi shares right now. Very, very interesting market. I'm going to take a peek at options pricing, although my machine is late. Obviously, I am behind right now on my quotes. My biggest iPad is woefully slow. Goodness gracious. Come on, machine. There we go. January the 17th, 2025. $10 puts. Yeah, in that $2.93 neighborhood. Absolutely. Well done writing those puts. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Alex, well done. That is a great trade. Nice stink offer at $2.99 too. I love it. Birdie, Alex, yep. $2.99 for 2025s. I didn't have to go with the 2026s. Boom, says Alberto. Nice going, pal. Nice taking the money off the street. The sevens were showing 130. The 550s are showing 76 cents. The 12s are showing about 475, 480 maybe. But the 10s are the way to go on January 25s. For January 26s, $10 puts are showing right now 335, 365. I'm not sure if that's accurate. Are they closer to 375 to $4 on 10s? The sevens are showing 189. Maybe they're closer to $2. Very interesting. Even the 12s are over $5 each. That would put them in the money. That would put them in premium as well. Yeah, interesting. But those 10s look awful juicy, I have to admit. If you can get $4 premium for 10s or more, you're committing to buy the stock at $6. I like that deal. Alex, Uncle Bruce, you have taught us well. We need a Yoda emoji. That's what we need, a Yoda emoji. There you go. 171 down dip on the Dow Jones. That's all it is. 171. We have recovered a little bit here. Watching that carefully. 852, 853 on Sofi right now. About the low of the session right here is where I think we're at right now. Cheers, all of you. Down dips are a great time to make money as an option writer. You got to love it. You got to love it. You ain't seen nothing yet. If we have a down dip coming, this is nothing. This is just a little preamble. We're down 169 on the Dow. I mean, you know, whatever. ISM manufacturing rises to 47.4 in December from 46.7 in the prior month. Interesting. We're down 23 on the S&P and NASDAQ down 90. So we're not getting a full-blown sell-off everywhere. It's a rotation. I think that's what's going on here. Beach Boy, I wrote Sofi September 24, $10 cash secured puts for 266. More cashmere soapies coming my way. How about that? That is a beautiful write. 266 for September's 24s. My God. Willing to pay $734 for the stock. And that's generous of you, Beach Boy. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. Sofi could have an update today. It could. I'm not saying it will, but it could. I wouldn't be tempting this stock that is going to go all that much lower. But 852. It went down 852. Hey, what can I tell you? 856 right now. 1623 on GameStop. That didn't last under 16 very long, did it? 510 on Rocket Lab. The Dow only down 157. There you go. AI down only 49. We're coming on. The markets are coming back on. Apple only down 71. Netflix is still up 570 a share, by the way. ATIP is up a half a penny. How about that? Cisco up 14. Pfizer up 28. IBM up 8. Microsoft up 180. Amazon up 77 cents. There's some green here. Costco up 260. Walmart up a nickel. Disney up 19 cents. There are some green stocks. They're not all red. It's not a full-blown sell-off. Like I said, it's not a full-blown sell-off. JR, Beachy is going to be smelling so nice. Alex, I cannot believe these bozos want to give us cheaper paper to buy 3 weeks before profitability. How stupid can they get? How desperate can they get? DQ, locked profits on Tesla, 255 covered calls for the month. I sold at 12.55, bought back at 43.85. Locked in profits says DQ. Of course, now you can do another write if you wish, anytime you want. Flint, buy more soap, says Flint Creek. DQ, 385. A Beach Boy, Alex. No limit on stupidity. No limit on stupidity whatsoever. Down 156 on the Dow. Coming on a bit more. 856 on SoFi. 1626 now on GameStop. A snapback has happened there. Qs are down 196. Spiders are down 212. AI down 60. Rocket Lab down just 20 cents. And we are watching this market closely. Oil is up 125. Might have topped out here. We'll see what's going on there. Isn't this fun? SoFi volume is now 22.9 million in 35 minutes. So the volume is slowing up on SoFi, which means selling is drying up. Those who wanted out got out. The buyers are going, is that it? Is that all you got? I'll take whatever else you want to sell. Just keep giving it to us, and then we'll just snap it back to 950. We'll go from there. Up to you guys. You don't want to stick around this. You want to get off this streetcar? Get off right now. This is your chance. Get out of here. Yeah, make like a tree and get out of here. How about that? Down 136 on the Dow. We're moving up. The S&P is only down 17. We're coming on here. The Nasdaq's down 75 points. Definitely improving on these markets right now. 1634, down 34 cents on GameStop. SoFi 860. We were down to 852. We're now at 860. 23.2 million. Have we hit bottom? Has that happened here? Could have. It's not untypical. First 30 minutes. What is this snapback rally going to look like? This should be interesting. Beach Boy JR, and it's welcome. And it's welcome, especially since my birthday was yesterday. That's right, Beach Boy. Happy birthday to you. JR, stop, drop, and roll. BZ, I made up my mind. 260 Rocket Lab at 510. It's time to work now. A White Feather, happy birthday, Beach Boy. Bobby, those Rocket Lab 6.5 covered calls I wrote last week are starting to get bought back. I wrote for 25 cents. I bought back in a nickel. Not a lurker. I sold this earlier, says not a lurker. This is Alberto. But it is coincidental that this channel, one only channel has members feeling so giddy when the market is red or green. Get the classes, kids. It's the only channel on YouTube that loves a down day. It's true. It's so true. I bet you we are the only channel that love down days. Brian, GameStop having a small snapback here. AJR, happy birthday, Beach Boy. Not a lurker, happy birthday, Beach Boy. DQ, wow, Beach Boy is what now? 1 million years old. Alex, Birdie, I'm delirious this morning. I'm just delirious. This is wonderful. We are at 861, 862 on SoFi. 1735 now on GameStop. 516 on Rocket Lab. We're coming higher. Only down 15 cents. We're down 140 on the Dow, 19 on S&P, 82 on NASDAQ. SoFi, 858 to 860. Volume now, 23.7 million on SoFi. And it's down $1.07 officially after touching 852. The volatility can last all day, but it wouldn't surprise me to see a snap rally on SoFi because this is way oversold in 1 hour. In 38 minutes, a little too much. Yeah, I think so. JR, yeah, Beach Boy turned 19 again, same as last year. Alex, happy birthday, Beach Boy. Not a lurker, Alex, boom, Beach Boy, happy birthday, buddy. Rock and roll, everybody. Thank you to Beach Boy. Congratulations to Beach Boy. And all of you out there, welcome to the party, pals. Are we having fun or what? This is something. What a day we're having here. Down 150, 160 on the Dow. These buy-sell programs are coming in. We're down 14 cents on Rocket Lab. We're down 59 on AI. We're down 34 cents on GameStop. 860 on SoFi, down 105. Low of the day, 852. There you go. We've got Apple down 116. We got Jennifer coming in the room. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff happening here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, we're having fun today.
Oh, are we? What's going on?
So
59.
So there was an article this morning from an analyst.
You can push your thing back.
Put an underperform rating on SoFi.
Yeah.
And dropped it from 750 to 650. 750 to 650. And in the pre-market, we went from 930 to 9 to 890. And this morning we hit 852 for like a nanosecond.
So
and we're now at 860.62. And it was some analyst at O'Keefe something. And I don't know who this guy is. Anyway.
You have such an influence on the share.
Oh, this is so fun. Everyone here is laughing because all kinds of kids who wrote call options are buying them back. Right. Those who have been waiting to produce new cash secured puts because the stock went up over $10. They bought back their cash secured puts last week, cashed in. Now they're writing them again. Yeah. And it's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. So this is a perfect day. It's a perfect day.
It's just the one lone voice.
Oh, it's and the market is down anyway, so everyone's taking advantage of a dip. Larry Titus, happy birthday, Beach Boy. He was his birthday yesterday.
Yes,
Beach Boy.
Birthday, belated birthday.
DQ anti-gen Ravens on Saturday. I think the Ravens are gonna field their second team on Saturday. What have they got to play for? They've wrapped up their division.
Well, exactly.
They've wrapped up home field. You want to put their star players out and let the Steelers injure them on Sunday? I don't think so.
We played big man football against the Ravens.
The Steelers have every reason to win. The Ravens have no reasons to win. You want to beat the Steelers, I get it, but do you want to risk your talent in the playoffs? I don't think so. You're going to rescue the guys.
Their reason to win is that they don't want us to win.
Oh, that's it.
And that it can affect.
Yeah. Good morning, Jen from Larry. Beach Boy,
Morning.
DQ. Budget ceiling has been raised. JR, Auntie Jen, good morning to you.
Morning, JR.
Not a lurker. Good morning, Auntie Jen.
Not a lurker.
Alex, good morning, Auntie Jen. Another day closer to 2 bionic hips.
I know. Good afternoon, Alex.
Yeah.
I know. Yesterday I went and had 2 more things done. So every day. Oh, and I ran into someone I haven't seen in like 20 years.
Unbelievable. It was such a great day. 24.7 million volume says not a lurker. Bobby did the DQ. I did the DQ trade. Cash secure put $9 September 2024. 206. Thank you very much. DQ. Nice, Bobby. Mandu number 5. Good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning,
Flint
Auntie
Creek.
Jen.
Happy birthday, Beach Boy. Good morning,
Yes.
Auntie Jen. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I bought
Thanks,
50 more SoFi at 851. Oops, I feel like no, except not at all. There you go. Beach, oh my God, Heavenly Jen and her bagel angels wishing happy birthday. I must be dreaming. There you go. Right on, Beach Boy. Great to have you guys here. Welcome to the party, pal. 849. 849, new low on your SoFi. 848. Opportunity knocks. Here we go. BW, Rugman is dropping his pants again. Dude, happy birthday, Beach Boy. Uncle Bruce making us all money. Cha-ching. Thank you for that donation. Thank you. Cha-ching is right.
Not even Rugman wants to drop his pants.
Not even. Giddy up, everybody. We're down 197 on the Dow. We're down 200 on the Dow. A sell program is kicking in. We'll see if it's the last kick at the can for this. I don't know. We're down 29 on S&P. We're only down 130 on NASDAQ, 0.88 of a percentage point. We're not even down a percentage point on any of these indexes.
I know that.
Oh, man. DQ, I haven't seen Uncle Bruce eat a bagel in years. Alex, DQ, you're losing track of time, pal.
He hasn't had a bagel all year.
Yeah, like way back at 23 sometime. Yeah, down 208 on the Dow, 29 on S&P, 133 on NASDAQ. Oil up $2.08 at the moment. Rocket Lab down 16 cents. AI down 89. GameStop down 58 at 1609. SoFi 850 right now, down 115. The low on SoFi 847. The volume 26 million in 43 minutes. So welcome all the volume is backing off now. It was almost 1 million a minute. It's not that anymore.
Looks to be red on the whole screen you have.
Yeah, it was. Alex, do you remember that time he ate some toast? I was disgusted. Toast? How could you? You can't be doing that. You can't be eating no toast. You don't be eating no toast around here. DQ.
No warning.
Alex, I don't usually make the big show, but when I do, I have to bail before bagel time. So I'm not wrong.
He's not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
He hasn't seen for years.
I haven't seen him do it for years. There you go.
So DQ, here, are you going to? No.
DQ. Yeah. Are you going? No, you're not going to the game. It's in Baltimore.
Well, you never know.
Well, I don't think you'd want to be going to the Baltimore to see that. Really, you want to go to Baltimore? What?
No.
Baltimore. New York City, what?
But we still have the memory of the Bengals fresh in our mouths, and it tastes so good.
DQ. Years! Beach Boy, I've been a member for 33 months. Thank you all for the warm wishes. Make moolah for lemon pie. There you go, baby. Thank you, Beach Boy, for being a member for 33 months. Awesome sauce. There you go. It's going to be 3 years that I've done memberships coming up in March. Thank you all so very much. guys are awesome. I'm not going to Baltimore for the game, says DQ. I have followed the Steelers on the road, but not this time. No way.
No.
Alex, DQ. Okay, you're excused for now. I hear buying cheap SoFi makes everything feel better. There you go.
That's right.
849, 850 on SoFi. DQ. I am not going to Baltimore. No way. There you go. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Thanks for being here. We're down 240 on the Dow, 0.64, not even 2/3 of a percentage point. S&P down 0.67, NASDAQ down 0.94, 139 points. Okay, there you go. There you go. There's a story out on SoFi. Let me see if I can get this to pop up here. This is Market Watch. SoFi stock could follow record year with a sharp plunge. This new bear warns. Okay.
Is this the same bear?
I don't know. Let's see. SoFi Technology shares more than doubled last year. And what was their best annual performance since the financial technology company went public in 2021? But one analyst worries that momentum won't carry into 2024. So let's give this guy a whole bunch of press. Keith Bruette and Woods, Mike Perito downgraded SoFi to underperform from market perform, warning of a premium evaluation and the potential pressure stemming from lower interest rates. He cut his price target to 650 from 750, like the end of the world. Oh, it's going to 650. It's the end of the world. A new target implying a 33% downside relative to Tuesday's close. I love how these guys play this up. You know, why don't you talk about the high of all time of $25? And then do the percentage at 650. Say, oh, it's like 90% lower than the all-time high it ever had. I mean, geez. Perito noted that SoFi stock got caught up in the relief rally following the Federal Reserve's mid-December signal of possible rate cuts, but he questioned whether that is warranted. There's nothing here. Sorry,
is
buddy.
this someone who's noted as a banking analyst, or do we know anything about this person?
There's nothing. They didn't say anything about them. Nothing. They're not that. You guys can read this article for yourself. Look, more power to you, pal. You got yourself a bunch of press. You're being picked up by some media. Are you happy now? Great. Way to go. Are you right? I don't know if you're right. Because in 3.5-4 weeks from now, the earnings come out for the fourth quarter. First time profits for the company. You see, this guy is talking about, the stock got caught up in the Federal Reserve talking about lower interest rates. Now, it may have helped a little bit, but it's really running up because they're making money now. And 141 million shares were shorted on the first 2 weeks of December, record high. Didn't mention that, did he? No, didn't mention that. So whatever. Hey, it's okay. Say what you want. Hype it any way you want to hype it. Try to momentum trade it and knock yourself out. Giddy up.
But yes, I want the stock to go up, but I'm also quite happy to have these swings.
I love these dips. This gives my channel viewers opportunities to steal the paper, write cash secured puts, buy back whatever calls you wrote out there, get them off the books, and move higher. This is what you want. It's a limited time offer. Take it, take it, take it. We're all good. Not a lurker.
Condors, it's still well within your parameters.
Oh, yeah. Not a lurker, 844. Not a lurker, 27 million. DQ. I like Uncle Bruce's imitation of how he thinks this analyst talks. Alex, lower rates might not be a good thing for SoFi. Yeah, whatever. Dude, way to go, pal. Yeah, as if the interest rates are going to zero. Like this guy assumes. You think this rate's going to zero? No. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. There will be no cuts in interest rates to get excited about. I just don't buy it. I do not believe it. We got to see interest rate cuts in Europe first. And there's no talk at all about interest rate cuts in Europe. None. Zero. So yeah, give it up. Give it up. Way to go, pal, says dude. Way to go, pal. Yeah. 842. Opportunities, 840. This is steal it. Go ahead. Steal it. Buy back covered calls for cheap. Put in stink bids. Take them. Write stink offers on covered call on cash secured puts. Absolutely. Opportunity. Take the money. Yeah. Absolutely right.
Take the money.
Unbelievable. And yet it's not unbelievable. It's not at all surprising. Not even in the least. So much fun. 8:40,
Yeah,
8:39. This is 8:38, the low trade of the session. Here we are. We are dropping in pennies. And then we're going to jump in dimes. That when the turn happens, watch out. The train's going to leave the station awful fast. James, and no coincidence, SoFi is just within 30 days of earnings. Company can't talk now. That's right. They can't speak.
Yeah.
They're in a blackout period.
Yeah.
They have to hold their tongue. Now is when you attack them. Now is when you attack the credibility of SoFi. Forget the fact that Noto buys the stock whenever it dips. Let's not talk about that. The fact that the CEO buys the stock himself. No, that's not important here. It's all good. Not a lurker. 8:37. Bargoon City, everybody. So much fun. Jen, what are you going to do now? Coffee?
I probably have a cup. I might have a cup of tea this morning. It feels it feels cold out today to me. Just feels a
little chilly. We're at the lowest temps of the year coming up. We hit 71 yesterday afternoon. The sun was shining. It was hot. It felt warm. I had to take off I had a light jacket on. I had to take that off. It was fantastic yesterday.
Lovely.
Went out for a little hot tub yesterday afternoon. We were in the spa and just sitting out there loving life. 8:36 on your SoFi, kids. 8:36 low trade of the day. 8:35 low trade of the day. Volume 29.3 million. Here we go. Shake them loose, and let the shorters in. Let them in. Short. Go ahead, short it all you want. It's going to 4. Yeah.
You can buy it back later.
You can buy it back later at 14. Go ahead, short it all you want. 8:35 now. Go ahead. No problem. Yeah, you're going to get rich shorting it at 8:38. You're going to get rich. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a lurker. 8:37. JR. So who are the KBW clowns anyway? Who are these guys? DQ, Pinky out while sipping that tea, Anti-Gen.
That's right.
Stephen Butler, number 142, thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. Not a lurker. I had some cinnamon tea this morning myself.
How to do it? Like
Ooh, how lovely. All right, Anti-Gen.
Okay, everybody.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Have a great day, all. We'll see you a little later, babe. Giddy up, kids. Oh, my. Limited time offers are being extended to option writers. Cash secured put option writers. It's a field day today. Boy, can you take money off the table. Not a lurker. Almost 30 million volume, Bruce. JR, bye, Anti-Gen. Nice to see you. I saw that foot again. Oh, yeah. 236 is the down dip on the Dow right now. 236. 234 is where we're at on SoFi shares. The low of the day, 836. The low of the day, 835. That's where we are right here on SoFi. Well, I hear you anyway, says JR. We'll hear you anyway. Where are we at now? The Dow down 234. Rocket Lab down only 18 cents. It's just not giving up. It's not going with this thing. AI down 89 cents. Spiders down 334. Qs are down 385. GameStop down 46 cents at 1621. SoFi 839 now. 839 on SoFi. Low of 834. 30.1 million traded now in 53 minutes. There's where we're at in the first hour. 840 on SoFi right here. And we'll see how this plays itself out. We're only off 31 on the S&P, 0.67%. NASDAQ down 0.97, down 143. There you go. There you are, kids. Giddy up, kids. A record plunge. I love that headline. SoFi could follow up a record run with a record plunge. Really? A record plunge? Really? What record are you talking about? What planet are you from? I don't know. 8 second attention span people out there, and they're going to get their butts handed to them. But that's the way it works. That's it. That's the game, and it's okay. You got to take money from somebody. The followers of this analyst are now handing out, looks like, millions of dollars in opportunities to be taken from them, and you guys are going to do it. The calendar is going to be your backstop to guarantee it. Alex, SoFi will show member growth, deposit growth, positive earnings per share. Those are the metrics that matter. Who cares what the Fed does? Exactly. Exactly. JR, record plunge. It already has been down below $5. So what is a record plunge? It was 450, 60, 70 last year at this time. Record plunge, really? Okay. 840 right now, down 125. 841, down 125. Volume now is 30.7, 30.8 million, 842. We're popped up now about a dime, almost a dime from the low of the session. 842 last trade, 843 is where we're at right now on SoFi. Everybody, are we having fun yet? Oh, yes, we are. Maybe a Yoko record plunge. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe that could be it. Yes, absolutely. 1620 on GameStop. AI 2807 down 67 cents. Rocket Lab 516. The Dow down 198, coming on a bit. 843 now on SoFi. 844 on SoFi, coming on a little right now. Let's see. DQ, yeah, it plunged so fast there were halts every few seconds. Oh wait, there weren't. There weren't any. Alex, a major new customer for Galileo would be a cherry on the top of this cake right here. Also, we expect full year guidance for 2024. That's going to be juicy, and I think that's what we're going to get. I think we're going to get full year guidance being handed to us by on the release date. By the way, we're 846 now, and yes, I think everything will be revised higher. It matters not what interest rates do. It matters not whatsoever. The growth of this company is so dramatic, so huge. It doesn't matter what interest rates do. These guys are making dough. 847. We're going back to 850. It looks like we're coming on. The low 834, 847, and 31.5 million volume. There's nothing for sale. It's gone. The sellers threw it out, and now there's a gap from 834 to 847, 13-cent move, just like that. Here we go. Just saying. Okay, fun times, everybody. Thank you all. This is a fun morning, to say the least. Thank you for these thumbs ups again, everybody. Appreciate it. We're now showing the thumbs up count at 145. I thank you all very much for that. Great to have you all with me this morning. 205-point drop on the Dow. Looks like that's improving a little bit. We'll see how that plays out. We have 240 people here. 95 slackers are hanging around, haven't hit the thumbs up button. If you're able to hit it, please do. If you're watching on the rerun, hit that thumbs up button right now. Show everyone how it's done. Thank you, everybody. 848, 849 on SoFi right here. 849 on SoFi. Cindy, ATIP is up. Oh, look at that. We're green. How about that? Giddy up, kids. The Apple shares are down 179. Enphase down 940. Netflix up 430. Adobe 573 down 678. Nvidia down 688. Tesla down 1060. Matterport down 9. Spire down 24 cents. SmartRent down a nickel. Owens Corning down 411. ATIP up 5 cents at 633. Unity down 168. Google is up 10 cents. Moderna down 289. Cisco's up 5 cents. Pfizer's up 12. IBM down 18. HPQ up 16. Microsoft up 152. HPQ down 16. ME is down 1.4 cents. Amazon is up a dime. Home Depot down 565. Vanik Semiconductors down 290. Goldman down $10. Boeing down 460. Meta down 140. Target down 360. JP Morgan down 135. Costco up 218. Walmart down 22 cents. Disney's up 6. American Airlines down 50 cents. AMC down 40. DraftKings down 88. Royal Caribbean down 339. At the moment at 116.76. The high for Royal Caribbean was 130.97 just last week. It was all sing kumbaya by the campfire. Buy, all the brokerage firms were saying. They were telling their clients, buy the cruise stocks. Don't worry about it. Oops, not working out. 846 on SoFi. Right at the moment, that's where the bargain is. The bargain is not on Royal Caribbean stock. It's here on SoFi. Down 211 again on the Dow. Another computer cell program probably coming through here. We're to expect this all day long. This is going to happen all day long. Get ready for algorithmic trading patterns going through here. A lot of adjusting of portfolios happening at the same time. Going to be fun when the Sofi snaps up. Watch out through 9 like butter, hot knife through soft butter. Won't be a problem. Write those call contracts, those cash secured puts. Write those cash secured puts and buy back your covered calls if you've written any. Scoop this stuff back right now. Get yourself in there for some cheap stock and steal it. Just steal it. Thank you very much. We'll play that game. Isn't this fun? Isn't this a fun day, everybody? I'm loving it. 847 on the SoFi shares, low of 834. Okay. There we go. Oil up 193 at 72.31. Even with almost a $2 gain, we could only get back to 72.30 on oil. It's just going lower. Yeah, it's going lower. Okay. Thank you all for being here with me this morning. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark of the show. 220 of you are here. Thank you, those of you who are picking up the classes. There's a sale on right now. If you want to get the 5 for 4 deal, make a donation to the PayPal account listed down below, $599.99 US. Send me a private email at this email address right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Tell me the 5 classes you would like. Just let me know the 5 you would like, and I'll get them to you as soon as I can after the show is over, and you're on your way. If you want to know what classes you can get, go over here to this website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. The listing of all the classes is available for your perusal. Over there, figure out the classes you haven't taken yet and start scooping them up. And this is your chance. Invest in yourself and pick these up and understand the in and outs of this options market so that when we have a day like today, you go like this. You go, oh, this is good stuff. My condors are coming in. My spreads are coming in. My covered calls, my poor man covered call. I love this game. These are the days you live for. 200-point down day, and everyone here's happy. That's why you're here. Welcome to the party, pal. Such a good time. Again, thank you all. Those of you who have stepped up and are taking the classes, you put the orders in. We'll get you your links as quick as we can. And don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, live with your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Gold Bagel members of this channel, that show is yours every Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Prime time live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members right here. Become a Gold Bagel member today. And you can not only join me tonight, you can watch all the Gold Bagel member product that's been put out there over the last while. You can watch all the Gold Bagel member content that's been released. And of course, every morning before this show, Gold Bagel members get the Trade Alert Show first. Thank you all so very much for joining us today. It's great to have you here. We'll be watching this market all day long. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to keep an eye on this. We'll see just what this market really wants to do. I'm curious whether or not this sell-off runs out of gas for the big markets and we get the turn. And now we go the other direction. And watch out. Anyone going short out there could get caught very quickly on all kinds of short positions, and we get a market going here. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I bought back my covered calls on SoFi. It hit. I made 28% in like a month. Contract expiry was July 24. Not a bad return. Well done, sir. DQ, SoFi, FIP, $10 covered calls. Wrote for 93 yesterday. I bought back for 51 cents just now. Thank you, Uncle B. Well done, everybody. Not a lurker. DQ, nice work. Nice job for all of you guys. Brian, DQ, and everyone else. Now is the time to look at writing cash secured puts. Either buy the stock up super cheap or pick up cash secured puts. Write those and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? You can write 8s, depending on which expiry we're talking about, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. Take the money off the table. Commit to buy SoFi between $5.50 and $6.50 a share going forward. Make that generous offer. Why not? Brian, DQ, yes, that was a hot trade. That was a hot trade. 840 on SoFi. The low of the session, 834. I don't know if we're going to hit it any lower or whether we're going to see a 50-cent snap up to 890 to 9 at any time. Wouldn't put it past this market. Will the big markets stay low, or are we going to do a turnaround here? Because the Dow is only off 266, S&P is only down 31, and NASDAQ won't drop. It's only down 134. It won't go any lower. It's just sitting here. I kind of wonder, we might be running out of gas on the sell side. And all of a sudden, we get a pop-up here out of nowhere. It's possible. Just saying. Let the market tell you what it's going to do. Take advantage of what it gives you, everybody. Thank you all for being with me today. You guys are the best that YouTube has got. When markets are down, this channel's viewers are happy. When the markets are up, this viewers' channels are happy. This channel, thank you, viewers. 159 on the thumbs up meter. You gotta love that. 159 thumbs up. I thank you, all of you who are out there throwing the thumbs ups around for us. It's much appreciated. I think it might be time to honor the Knights of Ni. We must let the Knights of Ni know that we know their presence is omnipresent and that they will not steer us wrong if we honor them as we should every day. So the neat emojis are flying now all over the world to honor the Knights of Ni. Thank you all for joining in on the party today. It was great having you here. Make bunches and bunches of moolah today and tomorrow and the day after. What a year you guys are going to have. I'm loving it. Thank you all so very much for joining in to honor the Knights of Ni. That's right. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. JR, neat, DH Ruda, neat, JR, neat, Brian, neat, Richard Carlin, neat, Aurora, neat, DQ. Alex is here. The neat emojis are coming in. John Gill, neat, JR, computer fan going nuts. The Rugman is doing his thing again. Stephen Butler, neat. There they go. Giddy up, everybody. Larry Titus, neat, DQ. Now cut down the largest tree in the forest with a herring, not a lurker, Rugman, Beach Boy, neat. That's right, kids. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the fun times, and appreciate you all joining in with me today. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming members. See you tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Gold bagel levels. We'll be talking about what happened today. You can let me know how your trades went and what your thoughts are, what you're going to be doing next. Corinne, neat. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you all. Have a good one. We'll see you later from Palm Desert, California. Yay. Oh, yeah.